Awesome Yuanites, we are all about keeping the memories and making it special. This is another milestone, yes, for our baby, and we love to share it with you. So, we are going to be traveling. He's surprised. Honestly, I'll come and carry. Let's enter inside first. I'll come and carry my food. Yes. Hey, I'm excited. My baby is going to be having our first flight today. It's my husband. He came to drop us. Oh, all right. Okay, no lighting. Early in the morning. Say cheese, cheese. We got our boarding purses. The life of a vlogger.
Where did you say you put these two?
Say daddy, say grandma. My baby, say hi to the camera. Olivia mama. So at this time we have boarded, we are fully boarded, but I wish I boarded earlier so that I could settle down and settle baby, but I was just privileged that I could help myself and do that.
Operation as well as the brake position you must adjust. In the event of an emergency landing, we ask that you take a
So baby is sleeping, enjoying herself while I'm busy admiring this guy and admiring my baby too. So during flight, I carried her. Obviously, she was strapped in for takeoff and for landing, but during cruise, I let her lay on the seat close to me just so that I can have some stretching time. Then when we're landing, I carried her again. Okay, so how did my baby do on our first flight? We are going to discuss that very soon. Honestly, on this first leg, she didn't cry, she didn't have any issues ear popping, and also here we are driving off to the venue for our event. This was the church service, so beautiful, and then the reception. We had a very, very wonderful time here. My baby was sleeping. She has had it, like she was just resting. I take my baby Kara to carry her for easy mobility and all. The event was so beautiful, and it was time to go to the airport. My parents, they came to meet us at the airport. And it was time to fly back, just come back. And this was coming back. My daughter, she wasn't sleeping this time around. She really, really wanted to explore. She wanted to look around. She wanted to just have her time. And trust me, I was really having it with her. So something I did, I used the bottle warmer. I have a portable bottle warmer to warm her milk. But though she didn't really take it, I breastfed her like all through the to and fro trip. So there are some tips I would love to leave for you in this video. So this video will not be complete if I do not give you tips on flying with your infant. Yes, I flew with my daughter and it was a very beautiful experience. And I remember searching on YouTube like to know how to fly with an infant from 2 months old, because yes, you're going to see how to fly with an infant, you're going to see 9 months, you're going to see 6 months and all, but like 2 months, just a few people have that experience. In fact, I'll say I flew with her from one month and she was a day to 2 months. So at the day we flew, she was just the next day she was going to be at 2 months. So I'm going to say flying with a 1 month plus. That's how we're going to put it. So I'm just going to be dropping some few tips that you need to take note of. Number one, I would say start preparing early. Like I started preparing for our trip, like even if it was going to be a 1-day trip, I started preparing like I'll say almost a week. Yes, like almost, not like fully a week to that day. So let me say like 3-4 days, but just try and prepare early so that you don't forget any very, very important thing. I didn't want to hear that I was forgetting anything. I didn't want to hear that anything was missing at the day of our travel, because I didn't want to start like looking for things that we're not missing. Carry a means of identification. It is very, very important. Carry a very good means of identification, either a passport or NIN, like NIN, national identification. She doesn't have a driver's license, so either you carry any of those two. It's be very, very important. For me, I carried her passport. Since you are not going to be traveling light, even if it's a 1-day trip, 2-day trip, 3-day trip, when you're traveling with an infant, you don't really travel light. Yes, you can try to travel light, but you don't really travel light. But what I'm going to say is try as much as possible to package your luggages in such a way that they are all together. Like, don't have multiple bags. That was one of the mistakes I made. I had like multiple bags flying everywhere and I had to get a lot of help. So like if you can put all your bags in two stuffs that you can easily move around, it will be better. And just plan, like if you're the only one traveling, plan like if you're the only one left to carry these things, can you manage yourself? Can you help yourself? So I'm going to say plan like that. 4 is accept help. That's the thing. So even if you have 3 bags or 2 bags and you can help yourself, you're also carrying a baby, so as much as possible try and accept help. Like I was really happy, a lot of people were there to help me, and it was a beautiful experience because they understood my situation and they were ready to like add their own parts. Another thing is carry thick clothing, like because you cannot control the atmosphere. You don't know where you're going to be placed. Maybe are you going to enter a place that is going to have like that is going to be very cold, the AC is going to be on him, or like you need to be able to protect your infant. Like I entered the aircraft and the aircraft was, even for me as an adult, like I was feeling cold, not to talk of an infant. So carry thick clothing for your little one. Also carry extra clothes. See, you have to carry, even if it's a 1-day trip, like we're going for a 1-day trip, and I think I carried up to 4 clothes or so. I don't even know. In fact, I think I even carried more than 4 because you don't know what to expect. In fact, for the whole trip, she wore one inside the aircraft, she wore one for the event, then she wore one after because we had a full blowout, and so like imagine for a 1-day trip, like how many hours we had to change like 3 clothes. So just carry enough clothing, minimum of 3. Serious, I'm going to say minimum of 3 because I can't say minimum of 2. You are flying, she can decide, or he can decide to like pull 2-3 times in the aircraft and soil their clothes, and you might have to like do change up. So you need to carry multiple clothing. Also, you need to be calm. There were times where I was rushing and I was like, what's going on? My spirit kept telling me, Blessing, just be calm. Be calm. You were doing this thing alone before. Now you're doing it with an extra person and you've not done it before. So just be calm and follow the flow. That's really, really going to help you. Also, I'm going to advise you to breastfeed your baby before you get into the aircraft. so that your baby can be calm. If you can breastfeed them before you get to the aircraft, they will not be crying, they will not be fussy, they will not look irritable for other persons, like in the aircraft. So you're going to have like a soft landing. And when you sit on your seat, even if they don't want to suck, try and allow them to suck, or give them a bottle or whatever. If you're doing bottle, you can give them a bottle so that they can feel like okay. Another tip for you is for you to be calm and enjoy the time with your baby. See, you don't get that time all the time, and you want them to enjoy the experience, you want them to remember the experience, and you also want to remember the experience too. I'm going to say Vika, in case you're breastfeeding, I'm going to advise that you also carry a bottle that you have, probably like you have breast milk also inside the bottle, so that in case like things get a little bit uncomfortable for you, you can give your baby the bottle so your baby can feel calm. And that leads me to another tip. You should carry a bottle warmer, any type of bottle warmer. Like me, I have a portable bottle warmer. You just plug the power bank and you wrap around the bottle and the bottle gets warm. That was what I used in the aircraft, so that when I see okay, she's trying to act, I'll put the bottle in her mouth and see if she wants to drink something. So because if you're at home, you can easily like just open yourself breastfeed, even if you want to breastfeed every 2, 3, 4 times. You get that kind of stuff. But in that kind of environment, you cannot just let yourself go like that. You get, even if you have nursing covers and all that. So if you carry an extra bottle, you can easily use that one to like complement. I don't know, anyways, that worked for me. That might work for you, I don't know. Tip I'm going to be giving you is board the aircraft early. If you have the opportunity and they come and ask you, do you want to board first or you want to board last? Because as a nursing mother, you're with a child and all that, so they may want to seek your opinion for that. I would advise you board first so that you can settle yourself and all before everybody gets into the aircraft. Because when everybody gets into the aircraft and you're boarding last, you're still going to take time with a lot of things, so all eyes are just going to be on you and all that. So like it's going to feel kind of weird, but there's no shame, there's no shyness in that. Like, you're carrying a very beautiful one, but just to give you enough time to settle down yourself, do well to board first. Also, while packing an extra clothes for your baby, do well to pack extra clothes too for yourself. You need extra clothes. I thank God for the kind of clothes I wore on the day we traveled. Like, even when she spit up milk and all, it did not even show. Like, the clothes just had a way of covering up soils and all that, so I didn't need to change. I actually carried an extra clothes for myself, but I didn't need to change. But if it was the other clothes that I carried, like the one that I even wanted to wear, I would have needed to change, because that one will show a lot of soils and all that. So I'm going to say, as the mother, as you're carrying clothes for your baby, also carry an extra clothes for yourself. So lastly, I'm going to say, have a safe flight and do well to enjoy your plane ride. Bye guys.